Guntram, first off, I mean, the main question, what are the chances that the SPD delegates, the 600 delegates in Germany on Sunday, vote to go ahead with coalition talks with the union?
Well, I think it's really anybody's guess. I think we are talking here really of a very, very tight race. The mood is really, really mixed in the country. If you talk to people, some are in favor, some are against. It's deeply rooted, the suspicion that another grand coalition will just be bad for the Social Democrats and, will basically destroy their profile. And so overall, when you are in Germany, you have this odd feeling. On the one hand, of course, the economy goes really well. Unemployment is at record low. And on the other hand, there is sort of this looming Götterdämmerung. Everybody is wondering, how long will Merkel in the end stay?
I love it, Götterdämmerung. I was just listening to Das Rheingold, which is why I think that's pretty good. Listen, why would they vote against it? I mean, aren't they getting a lot of what they want, the SPD, out of this agreement that they've already reached, the preliminary agreement?
Well, I think certainly they are not a revolutionary party, and they probably don't want to sort of destroy what is left of their leadership. On the other hand, I think there's a widespread feeling that they don't really get much out of it. Of course, it's pro-European, but then there is not a big investment hike. There is tax cuts in an area where essentially not the clientele of the SPD typically sits. So I mean, I think overall it's an agreement that has a lot of Christian Democrat CDU, Angela Merkel's party's footprints. So everything, I think, is quite uncertain.
Guntram, it's the young socialists in the SPD that are causing problems. What does that tell us about the future trajectory of the SPD?
Well, I think, as always, of course, the young socialists want to increase their profile by being tough on the leadership, and this guy is playing it really well. And so I think certainly it's a clear declaration from the younger generation that they want generational change. The direction, I think, again, the party is very divided, like many social democratic parties across Europe, across the world. On the one hand, people say, well, we have to move to the left. We have to really become a sort of a left alternative, distinguish ourselves from the right. And others say, well, basically we have to move to the center and capture the centrist votes. And so it's really that fight that is ongoing in the party at this stage.